there are less women in, say, corporate jobs. Like, if that's not due to sexism, like, what are the other variables?
Well, that's an easy problem to look at. So gender gaps is there are way more complicated issues, but say gender gaps in, the number of women on boards or CEOs or the number of women founding companies and so on and so forth. There could be a range of different reasons why there's fewer women doing those jobs than men, such as women might prioritize family or having children over working long hours where you get promoted. Women might have a different risk appetite to men. So like founding a company, for example, is a very risky thing to do. And women in general are known to have a not as high a risk appetite as men. Sexism could be one variable, but it would just be one variable among many. And so you would need to take into account personality factors, environmental factors, how much support the woman has at home. Does she have a supportive partner? How many children she has, whether she wants to have children in the future, her personal preferences and interests, so on and so forth. So you have to take into account a range of different things.
It seems reasonable to do that.
Yeah.
To look at all the variables.
Yeah.
My question is, why does the modern culture not do that? Like, I hear the narrative all the time. There's not 50-50 women because of sexism.
Yeah.
Why is that sort of a mainstream narrative as opposed to looking at everything?
That's a really good question, and I would like to know the answer to that. I really would. If you was taking a course in, say, psychology, and you were to explain some kind of behavioral outcome as just being caused by one thing, you would just fail. So I don't know why this simplistic analytical framework has caught on. I think, probably it's because it sells. It sells newspapers. It sells magazines. It's easy to get a simplistic message across. It sticks in people's minds. That's the best explanation I can come up with.